Welcome to Whynot Career Channel. I'm Paulin, your host and your career mentor. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year 2020. Before we begin, before I tell you the purpose of this new YouTube channel, I would like to give a warm up to your brain so that you understand what the journey is going to be like. What if you could discover a key for the door of opportunities? And what if there is a secret to get the job you've always looked for? What if getting another degree is not what you really need, but something else? What if you discovered something that has been holding you back all these years? How about finding a place where your skills are received as a hotcake? All you need to do is to subscribe to Whynot Career Channel and start the journey of success with me. Well, everything will always begin with you. And here at Whynot Career Channel, we believe that if things keep looking the same in your life, look at them differently. The advice is you need to change the perspective. If they don't change, you need to change the way you look at them, and then eventually they will change. As many people around the world are making new resolutions of how they will spend the year 2020, you students, fresh graduates, unemployed friends, parents, entrepreneurs, policymakers, educationists, this channel will offer you the best way to make the right decision for 2020 and beyond. We will be discussing ideas that challenge the status quo. We will be sharing hints on how to step out of your box. We will discuss the way yourself or your children can successfully handle the 21st century realities. And in order to succeed in all this, there is one thing you must accept to change, and this is none other than the way you look at things. Well, your age, your gender, and your networks are what another person is always wishing to have for their success. The job you are fed up of might be the dream job of another person. Did you know this? Your monthly salary might be enough capital for someone as their startup. Your country might be the paradise for a person in the Middle East, for instance. Your old car might be another person's newest car. Your degree that you wish to upgrade is by far higher than Bill Gates' degree. Like he confessed, he said he never graduated from college, yet he is who he is. Great advice at this point is please start 2020 with the new approaches. Look at things differently. So maybe you are wondering right now, like, should I change my job? Should I change my friends? Relocate my family? Should I change my routine practices? Should I, let's say, spend differently, spend my money on different things? The advice number one, first step out of your box. Look at the picture. This picture is showing you the very new way we should be looking at things starting in 2020. In front of you, there are more than one way. You've always been looking at one way of doing things. You've always been starting on one point. And this is how I do it with your principles. This is how things should go. But now, consider more than one. The picture shows two ways, but again, there are more than two even. If the first way doesn't work, think of a second one. Think of a third one. Because what you are failing to do, other people succeeded doing it. Well, things that keep people in their boxes include your beliefs, your career, your peers, your culture, your principles. Look, let's take an example of your peers. We've all have friends, and what they tell us is like they want us to be just like themselves. And what they do is you buy your computer and say, oh, nobody is buying this computer anymore. You build a house and they say, oh, why didn't you put this or others are putting this? Yet you are not others. You are unique. You have your own way of doing things. But people will always want you to do the way they want, not the way you want. So because you've been following others, the community, the society, when you were born, you found rules set there, and those rules constitute the box, and you are in that box. So I'm now telling you, push your head out of the box and start seeing more options. Isn't there another way rather than the old way that you've been always following, that the community, your parents, your friends, your cousins, the schools, they have been telling you? Try things out. Some people also develop principles. They said, me, because I'm a man, because I'm this, because I'm a son of a king, because I'm poor, I can't do this. We do things this way. No, you can't really be stuck on one principle or some principles. Try new things, try new methods, go to new places. Maybe it works out there. Who told you that you belong in a place? You are in one district, you don't have a job, you have tried your best, but in other district, they are lacking your skills. In other province, in other country, why not? So please step out of your box. If you feel that's where you belong, that is how things work, think beyond that. There are more ways of doing one thing. So please don't complain that things don't work for you because you've always been in one place. You know, the saying says that he who does not travel thinks their mom is the best cook. Just because they've been in the same place, they've been in the box. Move out. You'll find another mother who cooks much better than your mom. I'm not trying to humiliate your mom, but again, I'm saying there are more options out there. There are common mistakes that people make and end up in their box always, and they're stuck there. They can't progress. They don't find other solutions. And these are really big things that keep majority of people, let's say in East Africa, in Rwanda, around the world. You know, this is the saying here. If you want to have something you've never had, you need to do something you've never done. This is true. If you don't try in a different way, you will not have a different result. Use different techniques. How? Meet new people. Find a different way. You can use media. You can find friends. You can read. There are many ways. Now, look at this. Sometimes we are handicapped by our degrees. Because you have this degree, there are jobs you don't apply for. Because you have such a degree, there are places you don't go to. There are businesses you can't start. There are people you can't talk to. My friend, you are wrong. There is no limit. Try all the things. I remember a guy called Solomon in the Bible. This guy tried all the ways. You know, he was the richest guy of his time. And he was the most wise guy, the wisest guy in the world at that time. And he was rich. He tried to find how other people do things to see if there isn't any other better way of doing things, of finding happiness. So we should learn from that guy. Other people are also sticking on their old beliefs and the cultures because they have always been, let's say, loyal to some cultures, to beliefs, and they are stuck. They can't make any progress. And their beliefs and the culture are as old as the mountains, but they don't seem to change. Here some people say the Bible says, and this Bible has said this 2,000 years back. How would you find inspiration of a book that was written in a context of a community of 2,000 years back? So they were in a different life. You need to change. You have technology today. We have different targets. The challenges we have are not the challenges they had. We are ambitious, and we have to be, because unless you do that, you will not survive. This is the 21st century. So we need to really read new books. Yes, you can borrow some ideas from the Bible, but if you stick exactly to the letter, you are going to fall behind. So do not remain in your box. Your degree, instead of being something that opens your mind so that you are flexible, you go to different places, do a lot of things, you try things out. It made you like a handicapped person. Your Bible, your culture, your church, rather than helping you progress because they are opening your horizons, showing you new ways, but they are keeping you behind and you are believing it. My friend, I'm telling you right now to move, to step out of your box. Well, Whynot Career Channel is going to be your mentor in different aspects, in different topics that we will be discussing. This is the list, but the list is much more longer than this one. We will discuss career guidance. I will take you through the whole process of job search. I will help you know how to write an up-to-date CV, the CV that will attract the attention of your employer and then call you for interview. The same goes to the cover letter writing. My friend, I know many people are writing letters the same way they used to in 1990s, and they have not changed the sentence a letter. And these letters, these CVs are being thrown in the dash bin, in the trash because they are not really showing, exhibiting what you are capable of. So I will take you through the best way to write a cover letter, the best way to write a CV so you are called for interview, and then I will teach you the techniques of taking an interview. And what should you do? What should you be ready with when you go for an interview? Your employer is ready for you, but all you do sometimes it's you pray and then you go. You don't know what your job is. You don't know what your boss is going to ask. You need to be ready. I'm here to help. I will also tell you how to succeed in your probation period. You are given sometimes 3 months, 6 months, and you need to perform because you got this job out of 600, 1,000 or 3,000 people who missed it. So you need to perform and impress your boss. I will also tell you about some philosophy of life. Change your life perception. Some people are bitter with life because the perception they have of life, the expectations they have are wrong. Or maybe in a certain way, I'm going to help you understand the best way to perceive life so you live happily. With the little you have, with the more you have, with whatever you have, whatever age, you need to have the best perception of life. I will also talk to you about emotional intelligence. We are going to discuss this one. Emotional intelligence is interesting and a very vibrant topic these days. You need to understand how to survive in this world full of people of different characters or different behaviors. So you need to really know how to survive amongst them. I will also talk to people about how to transition from adolescence into adulthood through old age and how to really go through these stages in a successful way. I will talk to you about a sad topic called death. To me, I don't call it sad, but I know many people have hard time understanding why we should even be talking about death. But this is the most real thing that you have on the planet. We may not know whether we will be rich, whether we will marry, whether we'll have kids, or we do whatever, but whether or not we are going to die, it's a sure deal. There's no doubt. We will. So we need to understand, to have also better perception of death. Guys, when we get there, don't feel like, oh, death. Yeah, listen to this. It is going to be enjoyable and it's going to really help you in life. I will also help young people to know the best way to make decisions and the techniques to use so that, we are the decisions we've made in life. Wherever you are, it is because of the decisions you kept making throughout. So I will tell you how to make better decisions so you end up successful. Finally, on this list, we will I will discuss with you how to reverse your aging. This is also interesting. This is not magic. I'm not a witch. I'm not anything. But science now is busy discussing about how to reverse aging. What do you think? What if you could die when you are like 150? And this is possible with research currently. And it doesn't require any complicated techniques. So please remain curious, remain there. Just remember to subscribe, and you get all the information about the details on these topics. It was just introductory part. Again, I welcome you to Whynot Career channel. Remember to like and subscribe to this channel so you are notified whenever a new episode is out. I'm Paulino, your host and mentor. You are welcome. Ciao, ciao.